Hi, I'm James.
And I'm Colin.
And welcome to Let's Talk Retro.
And in this video we're going to recap our visit to Revival 2018 Generation X. Saturday 19th of May and we are on the way to Revival. James is doing the driving. So last Thursday we suddenly made a decision that we were going to go to Revival 2018. We've never been before. Lots of people have been asking us whether we were going to go, and we sort of been saying no, not really, probably haven't got the time. But like I say, last Thursday we just thought...
No, yeah, we should have done it ages ago. Yeah, we're going, and it was brilliant. Yeah,
we had a great time, met lots of people, picked up some great stuff, and that's what we're going to start with now, our pickups. So first of all, the sort of guest star of the show, I suppose, was John Romero.
Famous for Doom, of course. Yeah. And he was doing numerous things. Got a book out, Masters of Doom.
Yeah.
He was doing that signed. You could buy it, he'd sign it, write whatever you wanted in it for you. And also he was doing some canvas prints of Doom characters and also some smaller posters. And we both picked up a poster.
Yeah, so the posters were a £5. And he signed them for you right in front of you, and he had a bit of a chat to you while he was signing them. He was telling us a little story about how he changed some of the names of the characters in Doom because they were named after soldiers, and sort of soldier names, sort of like Sarge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he decided he didn't want them to be called that, so he changed the names. So it's really nice to meet him. He's an absolute legend, and I say he signed the pictures for us while we were there. We actually picked up the frames afterwards, didn't we? Because they were just unframed.
Yeah, so yeah, he was just doing posters. They were £5 each. We've just framed these just from they're just some some cheap frames that we got from the range. I'm sure a lot of you probably bought these posters if you went. And if you're looking for a frame, they're an A3 size. They're £5.99 in the range. But anyway, £5, and you know, £5.99 for a frame, and that's a brilliant piece of wall art for the man cave.
Yeah, and I think he was doing the books for £20.
Yeah,
signed,
books £20 signed. Yeah. I mean, probably should have bought one because that would have been a great read, but didn't. At first, we were a bit kind of nervous. You know, we would have liked a photo with him, but we didn't ask. I know Gareth had a photo with him, and probably a few guys did, but we were a bit kind of nervous, a bit kind of. Ooh.
He was quite busy actually when we were there as well. She didn't like to sort of slow him down and take up too much of his time. Cause it was just great that he was giving some of his time to sign these things for us.
Such a nice guy, really easy to talk to.
Yeah.
Let's hope he, goes to more events. But yeah, what a guy.
So my second pickup was also a picture, and this is from a guy that many of you on YouTube will know. It's Matt from SOULFUNKRETRO, and he does these amazing prints. I'm sure a lot of you have seen them. This is one of the smaller ones. He does some more panoramic wide ones, all from different sort of games. And he sort of, I did see a video where he says how he makes these. He actually gets them out of the game and sort of stitches them all back together and stuff.
It's certainly not a screen capture or anything like that. It's, you know, he puts some proper time into these.
Yeah, it's a real quality product, and the frame as well is really nice. And he was selling these. This size was £12, but he let me have it for a tenner. So thanks for that, Matt. That was really nice of you. Yeah, he's on Instagram. If you want to get hold of him and want to get one of these, follow him on Instagram. Look for SOULFUNKRETRO. I'm sure he's probably on Twitter and Facebook as well. I'm not sure, but he's definitely on Facebook, so find him on there, and you can probably order one of those from him on there. And we'll put links. Yeah, we'll put links to everything in the description anyway.
Now, apologies if I'm wrong, but these are put onto acrylic perspex. So really crisp picture. And there was a really nice Chase HQ one, which I wish I picked up, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Next time, yeah, or get it ordered. But yeah, really great. So really great frame as well. It's,
I got just a place for this to go.
Really nice.
Go in my games room next to my Commodore 64 version of Outrun, so it's going to look really cool there. So can't wait to put that there with that. And something else I picked up, something that I've been wanting again for a while, but I haven't got around to ordering it. And there's a guy there called Parsons who is into his Vectrex.
He certainly is.
Like I am. And he had a nice store there with about 3 or 4 different Vectrex all set up. And he had several games there which have been sort of new games that have been written for the Vectrex. And this is this one that he's had out for a little while now, Big Blue.
So he's not just into the Vectrex, he actually makes his own games for the Vectrex. He's done like the cart for it and the artwork for it. His brother does the artwork apparently. And they've done a really good job. It looks just like an original Vectrex game. And I think he said he normally sells these for 36 quid plus P&P on his website. We'll put again links to his website in the description. But he was doing it at the show. Well, he said he wasn't actually there to sell them. He said he took a load there with him. I asked him if he had one. He said he had one left, and he sold it to me for £30. So absolute bargain.
So yeah, it's really good to see Chris and have a chat to him. Very interesting guy. It was great. So that was my pickup. So I only bought the one game. Wasn't going crazy because there's the Bristol Gamer Market coming up, which we're going to the end of next month, and hopefully going to buy more games there. But yeah, so anyway, that's my pickups. What else did you pick up?
Yeah, so it's not just all about the art and obviously Vectrex. We've got some pickups that I've made, and they're all just picking them up here. They're all Master System. Now I bought loads of cheap Master System £2, £3 games from various sellers there, mainly because most of my cases, or a lot of them, are damaged. So I bought all cart onlys apart from one. I'll show you the first one that wasn't a cart only, and it's Alex the Skid and the Lost Stars, because I didn't have this. Pretty good nick, little bit of damage on the top. This would have, I think this was cheap, about 8 quid, something like that. Can't complain with that. Not played it yet.
You're going for a complete collection, aren't you, on the Master
System? I am,
System?
yeah. I've got about 24 now, 23 to go, something like that.
I bet they're the most expensive, aren't they?
Some of them are.
Yeah.
I've got Championship Hockey and
Buggy Run, have you got that yet?
Yeah.
You got Buggy Run?
Yeah, yeah. And Power Strike 2 and La Tour du Monde, get my French, is on its way. Anyway, sorry, taking too long. Alex the Skid, Wonder Boy. Now, this was a cart only, so I've just printed this and put it in one of the cases I've got. So the case would have been like Olympic gold or something. Something silly. Ultima 4. Didn't have it. This was a £5. Now I'll just super quickly show you. Most of these were from the Vintage Gamer. Now I'm really sorry, I can't remember his name, but what a guy, eh?
He was doing some good deals.
He was, yeah. He said to me, "I don't do odd numbers, so it's got to be even," and drop the price. How cool is that?
You didn't even have to ask, did you? Just dropping the price.
We'll just shout a bit for him, but yeah. What a guy. Okay, Bart vs. the World. Cart only, Master System. Let's get it open. Now I put these green stickers on when I've cleaned and tested them because I'm sad like that. But
well, so you know you've tested it and cleaned it, is it? Ah, it's a good idea though.
You know, I haven't done a whole collection yet. But yeah, Bart vs. the World. Not played it, but all these work fine. Zool. Now there were three. Yeah. Probably not so much on the Master System, but I haven't played it yet. It does boot. It came boxed, and there was 3 people selling it. Straight away got in there, found it, all about this. I think there were 2 at the same price and 1 at 40, but the 1 at 40 didn't have the manual, but the other 2 did. But I just went with the best nick one, and yeah, there we go. Nice manual. Case is a little bit ropey, but still great for me. Yeah, he did. Even though it was 30, I think he did 2 quid off because there's a little biro on the bottom. But I didn't mind. I don't mind a bit of biro. But so yeah, got to play that. Let you know how that is. And finally, RoboCop 3. Which is the only RoboCop game that I know of on the Master System. And it tells you this on here by first time on Master System. So yeah, it's not the... Is it the one with Nuke? Because that Robocop 2, isn't it, with the nuke and they inject it in their neck? I can't remember what 3 is about. But anyway, yeah, he gets a jetpack. That's why he's flying on the top. Jetpack Robocop. But yeah, just reprinted the cover because it was a cart only. I think that was something like £6 or something mad. So yeah, I'll pick up cart onlys all day long. I don't mind because I'll just make my own cover and put it in a case. So yeah, that's all my gaming pickups.
Yeah, so I think that's our pickups. So did you want to shout out some of the people that have given us leaflets that were...
Right, there we go. Right, here we go. So we'll put a screen up, won't we, of these?
Yeah.
Or you will now, I told you. I just added another hour's work. Never mind.
Cheers.
Yeah, Vintage Gamer. What a guy. Oh, I wish I could remember your name. Sorry. Now, I haven't got a flyer here, but Colin will put it on screen. One of the sponsors of the show, SOULFUNKRETRO Gaming. They're in York. We've got a video of the tour. Yeah, videos of the store. So Lee was there and his wife. Loads of stuff out on display. He had loads of stuff, and the prices are brilliant. He's really good with his pricing. Lee's a great guy, so check out his store. And we spoke to these guys. We actually saw their van, first of all, out the front. Yeah, do you remember that? So these, this is their flyer. It's the Super Retro Bros. Now they're on all the social medias. We follow them on Instagram. Two guys, really, really friendly. Showed us what they had, and they even had a PAL Aladdin Master System, and it's in a silver case and a silver cart. Yeah. And I didn't even know there was, you know, silver carts.
Did they say it was an Australian version?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
So yeah, Australian.
So still PAL, but
I thought that was pretty cool. They were asking £100 for that, so that was, you know, not bad. But I unfortunately didn't have the kind of money for that. I would have liked to own it, but never mind. I didn't buy it. But yeah. They were really friendly guys. We're going to give a shout out now to Classic Gamer UK, who is on eBay and on Facebook. Now, we didn't get to play this. We sort of had the opportunity, did we? But we were too busy waiting to go on arcades. But these two guys have got a game coming out, and we got to watch people play it. And we got some footage of it. MaoMao Castle. Now, it was kind of different because it was controlled with movement of your arm.
Yeah. What system was it? Was it on a system? What system was it on? Do you know? I can't remember.
No, I can't. I think it was... no, I can't remember. I do apologise, but...
It was pretty cool anyway. We've got some footage of it. Actually, all our footage we're going to put onto the next episode of the Retro Gamer Show. So if you want to see our footage, make sure you watch the next episode of the Retro Gamer Show. Yeah, all the graphics were that kind of really arcadey, kind of Japanesey graphics. That looked lots of fun. I hear that's coming out soon. Another shout out, Retro Gear. And Retro Gear, there's his card, and on the back it's got a QR, so that's good. So you can QR that to your phone if you want, and go straight if I hold it steady and it stays in focus. There you go, Retro Gear. He had loads of stuff, some really nice things. Flashback Games, I've bought from them before online loads of times. Oh, look at that! They got Space Invader on the back of the card. How cool is that? So yeah, you can check them out online. Flashbackgames.co.uk. They've got loads of inventory on their site. Now, this guy as well. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. He was from Scotland, up in Glasgow, I believe. Apologies if it's not Glasgow. Apologies if it's Edinburgh. I can't remember which of the two. Should we go on to the shout-outs of the people we know? Still another one?
One more. JRGS. That's their card. Alan's Japanese game sales.
Right, so let's go on to the shout-outs and show you the people that we actually met.
Swiftly on.
Yeah, it was nice to be there and see so many other YouTubers and meet up with them. I mean, it's one of the first proper... We've been to a couple of London gamer markets, but this was more of a social event, wasn't it? You know, and everyone says it's more of a social event, so it was really cool to meet up with so many sort of tubers there. And I've got a note of them all down on here because I knew otherwise we're going to just forget somebody. So we'll start off first of all with Mike from Without Further Ado Retro. Mike is an absolute legend, great guy. First time we've met him, and I remember I said on the Thursday night when we decided we were going, I sent him a message because he'd been asking whether we were going to go. And I think the reply was something like, in the words of the great Tony the Tiger, great. But he's a great guy. I mean, I felt like, I spoke to him a few times, just chatting through the comments on our channel and on his channel. And he came over, said hello, and felt like I've known him for years.
We've been there about 2 minutes, and he went, "Hi guys, thanks for coming. Do you want a pint?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "South 9." So we opted out of the pint, but thank you. That was brilliant to meet you.
Great guy, and we're looking forward to seeing him in Bristol, the Bristol Gaming Market, at the end of next month, so that's going to be good. We've also seen Gareth from the Man Cave, and Gareth again with someone else who's been sort of almost kicking our asses and saying, "Come on guys, you've got to come along to some of these events, you need to be there."
How much closer do you want it?
Yeah.
He said.
And so we met him, he came across and said hello, and it was nice to meet you, Gareth. And then again, another great guy, great channel. Of course, Stu was there, Tooty UK.
Yeah, the glue of YouTube, as he's recently been called.
And I think you've seen him first of all on your own, that you popped back to the car with some stuff and you bumped into him.
We got the poster signed, and then I thought, do you know what, I don't really want to carry these, I don't want to crease it, so I'll take these back to the car. And then I'm walking back to the car, and Tooty's walking along, hurt his foot, so he'd been back to the hotel room to try and sort that out so he could last the day. But yeah, it was great to meet him. Yeah. What a guy.
Also, Gruss Newton was there. And I don't think you actually seen Gruss, did you? I think I said to you I met Gruss, and you were like, "Did you?" I didn't see him, didn't you?
No, it just like a lot of people have said in their sort of recap videos, it just goes so quick.
It does, yeah.
And yeah, you just so much is happening.
Yeah, so Gruss was there. It was nice to meet him, and I had a bit of a chat to him, and he's been very supportive of the Retro Gamer show, says he really enjoys that. So thanks for that, Gruss, and thanks for all your support and all your comments. I know he's linking it and sending out, telling people all about it, so it's really nice of him. We really appreciate that. Of course, two guys we have met before at the London Gaming Market, Kev and Rudi from Black Arrow Games Talk, they were there.
Yeah, training it.
Yeah,
to the event.
So if you want to check out their channels, they've got individual channels. There's Kev is Diz Video Gaming, and Rudi's Blackheart TV. Two great guys. I know a lot of people met them and they like them as well, and they're on Instagram and all that stuff as well.
They're two big bags of plushies, and they've gone plushie crazy.
So there's also someone I didn't actually know until I got home, and I thought I'd start to think about it. Mike was talking to this guy, recognised the voice somewhere, didn't quite realise why. And that's because it's a guy called Old School Variety Face, some of you may know from YouTube. When he does his videos, often sort of got like a bandana or something wrapped around his face and glasses on, so you don't actually see his face. So that's why I didn't actually recognise him. So sorry if I was a bit vague, mate, and didn't say hello properly. But it was good to see him and meet him anyway, even though I didn't really know who he was at the time. But it's in my head, I know that voice from somewhere, and it was Old School Variety Face. So
it's like the Retro Gaming phone jacker.
Yeah, like the Masked Magician. Yeah. Used to be, remember him? Who else? Also, like I've already mentioned him slightly. Alex from Nintendo Arcade. It was great to meet up with him. We only sort of had a quick chat with him, but amazing that he's got like these he's got several old arcade cabinets, but Sky Skipper and Sheriff, which his pride and joy. He spent lots of money restoring them and getting them back, and he's packed them up, took them along, and just let everybody play on them. I mean, it's absolutely so. I don't know, just can't say it. It's so generous, And he's happy that he wants people to play them. He wants them to be played, people to experience them, people to enjoy them. So yeah, Alex, that was spot on. And like you were saying, another story about a drink, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we were chatting to Alex, and we said, do you not get worried about bringing? I mean, he probably had this all day long. About bringing, your prized possessions along to the event and these people, and then he looked around and he said, "Yeah, I do worry about bringing this stuff, especially when people put their drinks on top." Yeah. And some guy put his drinks on top of Sheriff and was you know, playing away as if it was just, you know, an arcade machine from some chippy from years ago or something. So yeah, I can totally understand him being a bit, you know,
yeah, but just
around his prized possessions.
Just great and so generous for him to do it. So spot on, nice guy, Alex. And he also gave us these cards. And we both got these trading cards. These
are Water Day trading cards. If you haven't heard, Water Day gets these printed, and Alex has his own.
So yeah, great guy, Alex, and it was nice to actually meet him after watching all his videos.
And there's the All Day trading card just of Sky Skipper Project.
So I think probably the slightly not to say strangest or weirdest, I don't know, sort of like the. Are you still going for this?
Roberts. There's his mate that helped.
I think the quickest probably meet of the day though was a guy called Daz from YouTube. His name's on YouTube is, I'm not going to get this right, I know it's Cojonesdeloro. I can't say that. Cojonesdeloro. There we go. Let's even say it with some sort of accent. But I often watch his videos on YouTube, and anyone who is at the event will know that there was like a big ramp sort of thing, wasn't it, between the two rooms, the two main rooms. And obviously I normally have to use a wheelchair to get around. And so you had to give me a bit of a shove to get out the ramp going one way, but coming back the other way, anyone who know how steep it was there. It was great.
Taking our ankles.
Yeah, coming down was just great. I mean, I could have just gone up and down it all day. I'd have been happy because it was so much fun. Anyway, so I was going down there once, and I was like trying to hold onto the wheels to steer myself down. And there's this guy in the way chatting to somebody else, and I sort of give him a nudge. I said, "Excuse me, mate, can I get through?" And he went to one side, and it was Daz, and I was like so shocked it was him. I just sort of went, "Oh, I watch your channel," and surprisingly to me, I went, "Yeah, and I watch yours." And he said, "But you guys are too professional." Not quite sure what he meant by that, but but anyway, it was nice to quickly meet him. I was hoping to actually catch him again later in the day. I think I did see him once sat on the side by himself, and was going to head over and try and have a bit more of a chat about his channel and about his collection with him. And I think someone else grabbed me. By the time I looked back again, he disappeared. So shame I didn't get to catch up with him a little bit more. Someone that I didn't actually see, but you said you did, was Gamer Daz.
Yep. So I didn't really speak to him I think I said hello, and that was about it. So apologies.
But yeah, I think the last person I'd never seen was Cybersnake7. You said you bumped into.
Yeah, and he was there. He had a Super Nintendo hat on, and yes, I saw him going into the toilet. And I said, "Hi, nice to meet you. I follow you." I don't think he'd seen us before. And we shook hands in the gents, and you know, had a wee. And then I said, "Oh, I'm glad. I bet you're glad we shook hands before." He said, "Yeah, we had a chat in the gents about retro gaming." He asked, you know, if we'd been to Revival before, what I was collecting for. Told him about Master System. He gave me some great tips about, you know, what to look for, and he was just a really great, friendly guy. So yeah, that was great to meet everyone. Yeah,
it's all great channels. We'll put links to all their channels in the description, so if you don't watch any of those, go and check them out because they're all great guys. A couple of other people that we did meet there that maybe sort of, I suppose you call them slightly famous, was Dave Perry from Games Master fame. He was walking by and we sort of seen him, had a quick sort of shake of hands and little chat, so that was nice to see Dave Perry there.
Yeah, with his bandana on.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but no different to what he used to look, really, did he? It's like
he's aged amazingly well.
And the other person, which was, again, this was a bit strange to me how this happened, because I was just like, there was a football match going on outside, wasn't there, at the time? It was obviously held at
football stadium,
the football stadium in Warsaw, and they had like some sort of little tournament going on outside and stuff, and some games. So I was just watching a bit of this football match, and all of a sudden you tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Colin," and they went, "David Pleasant," and obviously the old boss of Commodore.
Yeah, former UK MD of Commodore.
Yeah, and it was just very bizarre. This guy that you'd seen back in like probably the 80s and 90s on lots of magazines and on the boxes of Commodore products and stuff. And he was just there, and like I said, I didn't even see you start talking to him. You just turned around and said, "Colin," and just went, "David Pleasant."
Yeah,
I was just like, "Oh, all right, nice to meet you." So that was a bit of a surreal moment for me there, actually, sort of thing. So but it was nice to meet him and have a chat to him. We asked him when his book's coming out.
Yeah,
that's been delayed a couple of times, he said, but I think in the final proof.
Yeah, he said literally days ago he just had a proof come through, so he was going to check that.
350 pages or something. I think he was saying it's going to be. So
we're definitely going to be buying that. He asked if we were going to go to his talk. It was on the Sunday, so he was there for both days. But unfortunately, we couldn't make the Sunday, so we missed out on that. Yeah. And then Norbert here says, "Do you ever get nervous when you speak to people and do talks?" I mean, what was I thinking? So it's proper facepalm moment. Of course he doesn't get nervous. He's ex-Commodore MD, and he probably does speeches all the time.
And you also asked him whether his book was going to be out in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
For a Christmas present, and he said, "I hope so." He said it's been out for last Christmas.
I said, no, he was, I think he was saying, you know, he's a little unhappy about the delays, and, you know, he's probably had a lot of people saying, when's it out, and he's probably sick of saying, it's coming. And then I said, yeah, as long as it's out for Christmas, doesn't matter. So yeah, he said definitely it's going to be out. So great to meet him. So
it was a great day. It was a great event. We can't wait for next year already, can we? We're definitely going next year. We'd like just to say a really big thank you to the guys that put it on. I think it's the guys at Revival Retro Events. I mean, everyone who sort of like contributed to putting the day on. They did such a great job. It's so well organised. The event just ran like clockwork, didn't it? It was really good. Everyone was really friendly. Everyone got on. So it's that's put on by, I think it's Revival Retro Events they're called. So big thank you to them and their partners, of course, which are Arcade Club, Retro Asylum, SOULFUNKRETRO Games, Vintage Gamer, and Games Animal Television.
Yeah, special shout out to Retro Asylum, who were amazing. All the staff were amazing. Everyone's main priority was to make sure that everyone was happy, and they were going round and, you know, saying, "Hi, you okay? Are you having fun? What are you up to?" And it just absolutely couldn't have gone better. I think everyone was just so amazingly helpful.
So yeah, it was a great day. We really enjoyed it. Like I say, can't wait till next year. And don't forget, we're also going to the Bristol event next month, the Bristol Gamer Market, the first ever Bristol Gamer Market. So if you go in, or if you're not going, why aren't you going? You've got to get there, because something we've been wanting in the South for ages, and it's actually going to happen, so it's going to be brilliant.
I think it's near the station. So
yeah, right next to the station. So
you've got to get the train.
Yeah, easy to get to. So we're looking forward to that. That's the end of next month. So if you're going, we will see you there. There's going to be, the Retro Gamer Show episode 3 will be up beginning of June. So make sure you look out for that. And so basically until next time, James, what they got to do as always.
Keep it retro, everyone.
Yeah,
Thanks
keep
for
it
watching.
retro. We'll see you soon.